Hi, this is Vision Gamer. Hope you are having an absolutely fantastic day. In this video I am gonna tell you list of top 10 free best games for PlayStation 4. If you think PlayStation 4 is slowing down in 2023, you're completely wrong, because this list includes the best free games from different genres such as open world, survival, racing and many more that you can play on your PS4 for free. Here are the best free PS4 games of 2023. Starting with number 10. Multiversus. In similar style to Nintendo's Super Smash Bros., you'll be fighting on a 2D field with multiple platforms to jump between and perhaps some stage hazards to avoid alongside your enemies. Knock them off the sides with your unique attacks, and you'll soon be able to claim a victory. This game does come with microtransactions and season passes to unlock further content, but the base game is free. Number 9. Splitgate. You know how an FPS works, but how does it change when you can create portals to teleport around the map? You can find out by playing Splitgate, which offers a robust free-to-play option. Across one of 20 maps, you'll have to think fast to make shots, and avoid them from multiple unexpected angles and seize victory. The game boasts 15 different game modes, so you shouldn't get bored of portal-enhanced gunfights too soon. But if you do, or you fancy something more casually fun, there are custom, cross-platform lobbies to be made where you can mess around with weird custom game settings to your heart's content. Number 8. eFootball 2022. The free version of eFootball still offers a surprisingly generous amount of content compared to the standard edition. You can play the main My Club mode, letting you pick players and managers to create the best squad possible. You can also train up play matches against the computer or other eFootball players, including those who own the full game, be it on the PS4, Xbox, PC or mobile. The only real limitation is the small pool of teams you can use in local or co-op matches. You've only got a choice of 9. Number 7. Fantasy Strike. For an entry price of $0, you can play Fantasy Strike, an easy-to-learn fighting game online in casual or ranked matches, or against the AI offline. If you want access to the rest of the modes, it's $15. What you do get, however, is all the game's characters unlocked from the start. None of them use special inputs. All their fanciest attacks are bound to simple button presses. All you therefore need to do is focus on learning the strategy of moving through the 2D arena, and figuring out the best way to defeat each of the different playable fighters. This game is still competitive online, however. Don't mistake the simple mechanics of this best free PS4 Games Guide member for a mindless game. Number 6. Rogue Company. Sure, Rogue Company is another competitive shooter with optional microtransactions, but it still has a place on this best free PS4 games list because you can get started with the 4v4 objective-based battles for $0. You'll begin a match by skydiving in, but once you're on the ground, there are a couple of things you might be faced with. There will either be a bomb, which you may be tasked with either planting or preventing from being planted, or a series of control points you'll need to capture. Once that's over, the next round will begin, with the chance for you to spend money you've earned that match for various mini-objectives on better guns and new ability upgrades. Number 5. Spellbreak. Forget your guns but bring your magical gauntlets for Battle Royale Spellbreak. While it's a smaller scale fight than you might be used to, there is depth to be found thanks to 6 different battlemage classes and customizable loadouts for unique magical attacks, plus the usual power-ups to battle over around the map. The game boasts a fully realized crossplay system, so you can play and make progress on a single account on any of your other current generation gaming platforms, or just play with friends who don't own the same console. What's more exciting is the promised content that Spellbreak has in store for the future. You can expect this one of our best free PS4 games picks to gain more play modes, locations and backstory to be filled in throughout the game's life, according to the developer's promises. Number 4. Genesis. It's hard to find a MOBA, multiplayer online battle arena, title on consoles, but Genesis wants to be the best free PS4 games equivalent of League of Legends and other massive titles that dwell on PC. You can pick one of 28 heroes to take into a 5v5 battle in a sci-fi themed maps with dynamically changing elements, either in traditional multiplayer, single player or in a cooperative PvE campaign. The game continues to grow over time to maintain your interest, allowing you to equip the champions with different items and weaponry. The inclusion of the PvE mode means you can learn to play or just chill out by fighting against AI opponents by yourself or with friends. The developers are also very open to discussing balance changes, which means you can hopefully change the game for the better if you really want to get involved. Number 3. Dead or Alive 6 Core Fighters. Dead or Alive 6 Core Fighters lets you try one of the biggest fighting games out there, but in the form of one of the best free PS4 games. But this is no limited demo. While you'll be restricted to a handful of characters, which rotate out on a regular basis, you can still play the bulk of this frenetic 3D fighters modes, including training mode, online battles and a portion of the game's story mode. Dead or Alive 6 evolves the iconic fighting franchise with a new meter system that lets you unleash devastating break attacks, as well as the Fatal Rush, which allows you to perform combos with a single button. All of this looks great thanks to the most stunningly realistic graphics the series has seen yet. If you like what you play, you can purchase individual characters a la carte, or upgrade to the full game. Number 2. Dissidia Final Fantasy NT Free Edition. In a battle between Materia and Spiritus, the gods of protection and destruction, two teams of heroes from the Final Fantasy series must fight for them. In this free version, you can pick from a rotating selection of 4 fighters from the original roster and fight in online or offline bouts, swinging your weapons and casting spells in teams of 3 to take down your opponents. You can't play the game's story mode, but you can play online with people who have bought the game, and transfer your progress from the free version if you decide you enjoy it enough to buy the full experience. Number 1. Dauntless. If you like Capcom's Monster Hunter series, then this is one of the best free PS4 games for you. Either alone or with up to 3 other companions, you will be tracking and defeating enormous beasts, then taking the loot you've gathered home to upgrade your gear. The world's rendered in a charming cartoonish style too, making it a joy to behold as you look for your next target, which will be one of many unique behemoth creatures. Along with the standard mode, you can also try out Escalation, a series of 5 battles that continue to raise the stakes and the difficulty so you and your companions can truly prove your hunting skills. There are also weekly trails that add different modifiers to add a fresh twist to your encounters, in return for unique rewards. That's it for today's video. If you enjoy, please subscribe, and also, if you want another games list, then comment below.